Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft video on the Xbox 360. Now this isn't a survival series episode, this is a creative series episode. This episode marks the start of my creative mode series. I will be making a new super flat world and we'll be making buildings, roads and lots of features. Also I'll be trying to make this interactive, and by interactive I mean you can contact me with new and fresh ideas for my world. You can comment below or message me to send an idea, and if you are picked you will get a shout out and your building will be made in that episode. Also, if you have designs for building, they will also be featured in the episode too. These episodes will continue to be 10 to 15 minutes as normal, just like my hardcore and survival Minecraft series, as well as my dual survival Minecraft series. I didn't mention that just simply because I forgot about that then. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed these episodes. So here we are at the main menu on the Xbox 360 edition of Minecraft, and let's make a start. So we'll click play game. And so as you can see, there's a Mass Effect world. It comes already on the account. Vinyl and Bandit, that's mine, and Bandit Glitz, a dual survival mode series. And Vinyl Toxic's first survival, that's the first survival series I've done. So we'll create a new world and we'll call this a lot like the survival one. We'll just give it a simple, well, another simple name. We'll call it Vinyl Toxis. Oh, I found the apostrophe on the keypad, there we go. Vinyl Toxis Creative. Oh, no. Vinyl Toxis first creative. Can I add any more than that? Oh, just the same as survival, there we go. No seed, it's gonna be creative. Now, I've made a city before, and I've made quite a few cities to be honest, on previous accounts and on previous, well yeah, I've made previous cities before basically, but I've never actually tried. If you go across here, there's actually the city texture pack, and I was actually going to start with that, but I think I'll just start, to be honest, with the normal texture pack, just so I can get the bearings and know which block is actually which without getting confused, in case, because I've never downloaded it yet, and plus so you would have to wait for your download first as well. So it's basically I'll download it later and try and put it on this world soon, but I'll just won't get confused by any of it, and I know which block's which on the normal one, so I'll just stick with the normal one for now, just the normal classic texture pack. We won't give it any difficulty, we'll just keep it on peaceful so we don't get anything getting in our way just yet. More options, I'm not connected to the internet just yet, so I can't configure any of the first three options. Player versus player. When enabled, players can inflict damage on other players, it only affects ammo, so we'd have to worry about that. Trust players, you know, we can trust players who don't mind till authorised, but we'll just leave everything on apart from fire spreads and TNT explodes. We won't generate any structures. Actually, I've never actually made a super flat world because, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned, yes I think I did anyway. It's going to be a super flat world in the overworld and in the nether, and basically so yeah, by the way, I don't think it's a super flat world in the end as well. I think I've tried that as well and it's not actually going to be super flat in there. I don't know if they forgot to mention it on here, but I honestly don't think it is anyway. I think I've seen before, it's just like, it just looks like a desert basically in a normal survival world, if I'm honest, apart from it hasn't got sand of course. But yeah, so I think we might leave generate structures on just to simply lead a road and a path up to it. Now I know I said I was going to try and make this, well I didn't say, but I was actually going to try and make this all on my own, but actually I think I will leave generate structures on so we can actually separate the city, because it's going to try to be a city. We'll separate the city from the villages, and then that way it might make it a little bit better. Host privileges got me on so we can fly and disable because all shouldn't go invisible. And I think that's absolutely everything, so we'll create the world. If you create, load or save a world, blah 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 blah. Achievements and leaderboard updates obviously will be disabled, even if it's in survival mode, but do you think that this world would have host privileges off and be loaded in survival mode? Well, for one, if it is actually a super flat world, you would die anyway. You know, there's absolutely no source. You can make a village out of dirt, I suppose, and live out of dirt, which I suppose is actually quite interesting, but yeah, if you're in survival mode, you haven't got all your creative tools, so you can't exactly get anything. You've just got to use what's around you, and that is just dirt. And if you've got villages off, then you can't even use the village to get anything either. Right, here we go. So, earmarks the stone. This is where I've actually spawned, and we'll just have a look at that map. Actually, I'll keep that map there and see how long I can actually keep that map there, to be honest, without in case you're in survival mode, to have a little mess around. Because what I will actually say is sometimes we go on, well, what I've done in previous times, when I've made a city, I'll save it, I'll go into survival mode, and then sorry, I'll save it, I'll get like loads of spawn eggs and stuff and lots of fire, we'll burn down the whole thing with loads of friends, and then I just used to just quit and not save, load back up and carry on for what it was. It was just basically just to mess around in the city, really. And if you're interested in doing that, I will actually let you know in one of the episodes at a certain time, and I'll be able to give you my gamer tag, and we'll be able to have a go smashing up the buildings and wrecking it, because all you've got to think is nothing could go wrong, it won't be saved, which is actually the thing. What I've actually got to do now, since this is a new account, I must do this before doing anything, and that is going into settings and turning off the autosave all the way, oh, is it that way? All the way off, because we don't want that. In-game tooltips and gamer tags, why is it all off? Oh, apart from hints, we don't want hints on all in-game tooltips. And there we go, so there's a village straight away over there, and we'll have a little look. Right, so that's basically just like a little mini village. If we just have a look on this map a minute, we are actually relatively in the centre. Now, normally I've started towards the end, but sometimes I've just started where I actually just started then, but unfortunately I've just lost that place. But yeah, I think we'll start here from this village and grow on from it here. Now, there's already a path here, which I think we could actually do with expanding. And when I say expanding here, we could then have a sign, and eventually over time separate all the villages out with trees, and then there could be a massive city. Now, this is actually going to be quite hard to do, but we will be able to actually do it. But for now, we better start building a path, because I think that's the first thing on what I want to actually do. But anyway, I think, to be honest, first, let's just check that does actually go around the corner into the village. Yeah, it does. That's brilliant. That's made. Anyway, right, let's get some gravel first. I want to start this off. I just want to see what it looks like as well. Gravel. We'll just expand this out a bit. I think that'll do, to be honest. Don't want it much more than that, really. And then basically, once this has been put down, we'll eventually, I think they'll separate this out with trees, and there'll just be a path here that'll just continue onto it. But anyway, here we go. Now, it's going to take a long time to do this world, but I hope you'll be able to interact as well. If you want to leave suggestions, like I said, in the comments or message me, I'll be able to try and add them. If you have designs, they'll also be featured in this world as well. In previous cities, I've made shopping centres and, well, a lot of real buildings as well that actually exist in the real world, and not in Minecraft. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and hopefully that's what I'll be able to do on this one as well. But you've got to pick certain areas. I mean, you can't build shops next to somewhere where there's going to be houses, can you? Because that would just ruin it. So yeah, we'll just start this off with first, like I said, and first by making a path. And hopefully we'll just expand them by then. And on this creative series as well, for my dual survival series, my hardcore series, and my normal survival series, I won't be loading the worlds without recording. These worlds will only be loaded when recording. That's actually a promise. Even if one of my friends said, oh, if he actually found out and said, let's have a look at that world, I'd say, sorry, no. What I've got to do really is, I'll try to keep this on record only in that way. I won't have to log in and then say, oh, actually, by the time when we logged off last time, I accidentally knocked this down. That's not going to happen. If I knock anything down or do any destruction, something goes wrong, you will witness it all on this, because nothing is going to go wrong by not recording. Now, I've got stone bricks for the path, and I'm actually going to use white wool to separate the roads, because we are actually having roads. And I know normally I should have like a little slant up here to make a curb, but if I have, say if I made houses or something here that begins with a door, it's always going to be on an edge and you can't actually get in the door, so we'll have to do that. So I always put it 4 there and 5 there. Now what I've just actually thought is I might actually make the path wider. That's always been my template, but to be honest, you know, I think I might actually make the path 5 and make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that way to see if the roads are bigger. Maybe we can see if it'll, I don't know, see if it'll do any better. The roads actually look better like that, if I'm honest. So yeah, we'll make it like that. So 5 and 7 instead of 4 and 5. So there we go. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So yeah, that's that. I think that's what we'll stick to that template there. And yeah, that's what we'll do for now. So yeah, I'll just start making this path here. And then basically, once we've started making one building, sorry, I will then be able to, you know, I'll just be able to know then when to separate the buildings and where the houses will be and where the city will be. Because normally well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hopefully make a big road, and it can't be really near villages, to be honest. But what is actually going to be here is the roads will be everywhere. But I think what I will actually do is, once I say like this might be separated with trees, and I'll call it like, give it a village name maybe or something like that. and hopefully then we can make the city somewhere over there. But it is going to take a lot of time, and as you can see as well, what I've just noticed, the sheep are actually eating the grass as well. Not that it's in any way a nuisance, but the animals may get in the way. And as you can see, the villagers, since there's no gate, they are actually coming out of the village already, and already seem to getting free. So yeah, but that's basically it anyway. And like I said, I keep repeating myself, I know, but we're just going to basically make a path, basically just to start this off, and the city will be made over there. So yeah, let's continue to make the road. It's actually going to take a longer time because the roads and paths are bigger. But I suppose, to be honest, that'll actually do it. I can either fence this out, which, to be honest, I am actually going to do. I'm actually going to fence it out until I can actually put some trees down without it getting in the way of the path. So I'm actually just going to fence this off and see what it'll actually be like. Let's hope I don't fence any villagers out and they've basically been locked out. Oh, would you look at that? There's absolutely no villagers out of this village. They'll actually come back in. So that's good. So we'll just fence this off now. I don't want to leave anyone behind. And hopefully I don't want to make them get out either, so that's what we'll do. About up to about there. I'll do that. That's enough for a village. Won't make it exactly precise, we'll just leave it like that for now. I suppose that will actually do, I suppose. I've given them enough space anyway. It's not like they're going to be using the village for anything else, they just can't get out. But yeah, there'll be a gate anyway, so they can run around and do whatever they want. But yeah, so there we go. Just putting a fence around, really. You know, like I said, and what I basically do in a lot of my first episode, I never actually do a lot. But when you think about it, though, I don't have to really do a lot because it will all just be done in time. And but like I said, this I know I keep repeating myself. I'm just trying to think of things to say whilst I'm putting the whilst I'm putting the fence down and making the road and paths. Any progress that I do will always be in this video. There will be nothing that's going to be unrecorded. Everything you see will be made. And if you want any suggestions, or even want to come see this world, even if you've made a suggestion, it hasn't been picked, or you made a suggestion and it has been picked, even if it or if you just want to come visit this world, you can. I'll give you a gamer tag very shortly. You can just comment with your gamer tag below if you're really interested to come and see this world. And if you're on at a certain time, and I'm due for record, and it's time for me to record, you will actually be on video if you accept to be on that. And you'll also give a shout out to your channel if you'd like that as well. And you can also help with buildings and stuff like that as well. You can't have a building straight away because at the moment I do need to do the paths and stuff, but once I do, I suppose I could separate a little things out. I can also give you a little building area where you can build whatever you want, as long as it's appropriate. If I go there and find random buildings or random colours, they will have to be knocked down, I'm afraid, because I'm going to try and make the city look quite realistic, and I'm afraid villagers are just going to have to be trapped in for now until I sort that out. So there will be a gate there eventually for them, so don't worry. And so yeah, but if you want to come see this world at a time when I'm recording, you can, that's no problem. But at the moment, well, I will just have to have a look and try my best to get the what's it called? Get the paths out. You know, just basically know where everything goes, basically. Because basically the city's going to be built up here, and I think down here now will just be mostly villages and houses, and I think that's how we're going to keep it for now as well. But yeah, so that's basically all we've got time for in this first video. If you liked it, give it a like, comment below with your gamer tag as well, and if so, I'll be able to message you on Xbox, and you'll be able to come in and have a look at the world, record, and you can even speak if you like. We can also put the game chat on, and everyone can speak in game chat and interact with other users who are also in the game, and you'll also be recorded if you will accept that as well. But basically it's going night time as well, so we'll have to continue at night, but hopefully I could just put a normal little bed out and just sleep there. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the 15 minutes, and I don't want to go over 15 minutes, so there we go. Subscribe as well if you wish to keep updated, and comment with your gamer tag below, and I'll message you if you get accepted to come and look at the world sometime. Well, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next episode.